What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Dudes Who Bet Daily. I didn't think we'd have Mike Somich with us. He was up at 5 a.m. running for tables, but he said, you know what? I'm going to try to get on here. There he is, Somich, live from Saratoga. I'll be there soon, but how is Saratoga so far today, buddy?
So far, so good, man. It's a beautiful day. Like you said, we got here at the track at 4:30. We've had 10 Somiches who ran for tables this morning. We ended up with 5 of them here. We got a prime spot right near the bathrooms. The betting totes are right there. You can see Andy Serling and Stabile back behind me there, giving some not so great picks, but what can you do, right?
Gotta love the shade on Stabile and Andy Serling on the show right off the bat. That's great.
Well, I know they're not watching, so it's fine, right?
This is true. This is true. Right. They're probably gonna watch afterwards, though, after they get off the air to make their actual bets. So. Yeah, good to have Somich there. Like I said, hope you save me a seat. I'll be there soon. Papa Dude, what's up? You got to pick us up today. You had a couple bad days in a row there.
I think I'm very frustrated. You know, I've had 3 bets this week. Went down to the wire, all 3 of them. Unfortunately, I missed them all. So I'm not in the best of moods. I should be in a good mood. Driver's ed's over with. I'm going to Florida next week. It's raining today. First time, I think, this month. Yeah, where we live, it's actually raining, so the temperature's good. But, you know, when you're 0 for 3 on your bets, you're just pissed off. You know, you're just in a pissy mood, and that's what I am today.
Yeah, well, okay. We'll try to turn that around.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you've got a good one. We're both going to do baseball today. Let's talk about the stakes around the country real quick. We might as well start with Saratoga. That's where Somich is at. I'll pick it to me first. Jim Dandy's the big one. 4-horse field, but a solid 4-horse field. Who you got, Jim Dandy?
Look, I flipped. I was on early voting almost all week, and I just think Epicenter's a better horse, and so I'm ending up on Epicenter here. It's one of those spots where, look, there are the 2 obvious speed. I think early voting gets a pretty easy lead, probably steps out by a length and a half early. Epicenter's going to be the one that's chasing him. If they turn for home and there's a length difference, I just think Epicenter's a better horse. I think he runs him down. If you look at the trip in the Preakness, he had a terrible trip for Epicenter. Everything went right for early voting. With less horses here, it's going to be more about talent and less about trip. I'm going to go with Epicenter on top. I do think that it's really between Epicenter and early voting. The only chance that I would give Tawny Port or Zandon is they hook up. And I just don't see the 2 of them going crazy up front. I think Joel lets early voting go a little bit and puts Epicenter to a stalking spot about a length back and just proves it's the better horse today.
Papa Dude, do you agree or disagree with that take?
Man, I hope you're right, Mike. I hope you're right, because I am Epicenter too. I really want to. I think you're absolutely dead on. I think he's better. Here's what I like about it too. Asmussen has given him time off. He should be fresh. I know early voting is too. I just think you're absolutely dead on. I think Epicenter is the better horse, and I hope he proves it today. One of these horses is going to join the discussion as to who's the best, right?
Yeah.
A couple more today.
Cyberknife and Taba kind of said, okay, this is what we got, and now let's see what we got at Saratoga with the Jim Dandy as early voting, Epicenter, Zandon. Even throw Tawny Port, the winner of the Ohio Derby last time out. I'm going to get you guys. I think early voting's the better horse. I really do. You go back and you watch that race. Boy, early voting really took off in the Preakness. Maybe Epicenter gets him with a better trip. Maybe we'll find out that answer today, and that's what makes it fun. Hey, in the pick 5, I used those 2 and went on. I'm with Somich. Sure. I think they're going to control the pace. It's kind of not really a knock, maybe, to say that Zandon and Tawny Port aren't going to be good enough today because that pace just isn't going to set up for him. So I certainly think early voting and Epicenter control it. I'll take the Chad Brown entry. His horses aren't running too bad. I don't know if you guys have noticed lately. So I will take Chad Brown. Hey, Pat Riley, owner or the president of the Miami Heat, has joined us now on the show live. Pat, what do you think about the Jim Dandy today?
I think you outlined it perfectly, just as I outlined the entire Lakers dynasty back in early days. Let me tell you, I think this is it's an exciting race just because, as you said, like we saw the Haskell last week and it was awesome. And I think it was lived up to our expectations, if not better, just because of what's going to produce for the Travers. We've got the local prep for the Travers now, so I mean it's a 4-horse field. You really couldn't make much of a better 4-horse field unless you replace Tawny Port with Mo Donegal, and he's out injured. So, this is going to be a great race. Aaron, I thought you made a great point too, that it's going to be hard to really take anything out of this race. Like, it's going to be fun. And then from a betting perspective, as much of an epicenter fan as I am, I think early voting just has the full advantage right now. So, if you can catch him at a good, decent enough price, do that here. But if and when he wins this, Travers at $1.25 is going to be a totally different animal. So maybe that will help Epicenter turn the tables. We can finally get a decent price on him.
All right. So early voting Epicenter, people seem to be happy with those or be strong on those selections. It looks like Truth Exposed says, no, I've got Zandon in early voting in the exacta. So a little Chad Brown action going on there. All right, let's go back to, let's see, the B1 race earlier, I think, to the Vanderbilt with Jackie's Warrior coming into play here in this race. And it's a simple question. Will Jackie's Warrior lose today? We'll kick it with the man live at Saratoga who didn't single Jackie, I heard from some people. Somich, Jackie's Warrior, is he losing today?
Well, you got to throw out my best bet here if we're going to talk about the Vanderbilt, because that's where I went for my best bet. And I don't think Jackie's Warrior loses today. I do think that if you're in multis and you want to take a little bit of a swing with Willie Boy, I think it makes sense. Every other horse in this race wants to go. Willie Boy is the one who could possibly pick up the pieces. I'm playing this race in a very similar manner as that thought process, except I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put Jackie's Warrior on top and play a cold exacta with Willie's Boy in that second spot underneath. I think that you're going to see Knee Deep in Snow, New York Traffic, and Doc Amster all press the pace early. That leaves Long Range Toddy and Willie Boy as the two horses that will be vying for second behind Jackie's Warrior. And in this case, I think Willie Boy, who's just an improving 4-year-old, who's going to come up here and I think run a pretty big race. It just sets up well to run second here. I think there's an outside chance that he's able to get by Jackie's Warrior, but I think you're going to get a decent price on this exacta, probably $4 or $5, and getting a 4 or 5 to 1 shot home is a lot more difficult than getting this type of cold exacta home in my mind. So I'm going to go with a cold exacta here, put Jackie's Warrior over Willie Boy.
Yeah, I think it's a good way to play the race. We talk about it all the time. You can make money with chalk if you play it like that. Papa Dude, I know you're a huge fan of Jackie's Warrior, as am I. Any chance that he gets beat today?
I don't see it with these horses for sure. Yeah. If he's ready to go, and he is, he's always ready to go. So you got to figure out a way like Mike did to make money, because we've said this so many times. When you get a horse like Jackie's Warrior, you can't make any money on it unless you get creative. So Mike's taking a good shot with, I think, the second best horse too. So we'll see what happens. Again, I think Jackie's Warrior will run really well.
And finally, Pat Riley, what do you think about Jackie's Warrior today? Well, he doesn't think much because he's muted. So there you go.
What's that?
You were muted.
Sorry. I got a kid screaming in the background. I'm trying
also
to protect
happens
everybody.
once a show.
Jackie's by 4. Go.
Yeah, I think that was very easy. That's the answer. Yeah, Jackie's going to win this one. I don't have much of a doubt there. All right, since we're going on to the stakes action, let's go to Del Mar, and I'm going to let you kick it off, Magic. So make sure that you are not muted. Magic's best bet of the day is coming up in the Bing Crosby stakes. Go ahead, talk about the Bing Crosby and your best bet there, Magic.
Yeah, listen, you're going to have to, if it's a little dirty, but Bob Baffert, man, has been the horses have been running really well. There, the cases yesterday we saw Midnight Memories lose, but the pace didn't set up well for her off the return. The very different situation here in the number 2 Shaz. The only issue I have, he's not going to be 7-2. That's a great morning line. John White, I wish that's what it stayed at. You've got the top trainer in California. You've got the top jockey on the circuit. It's a $1.1 million son of Uncle Mo, who the last 3 weeks has been outworking Country Grammar, who's in the San Diego handicap as the favorite, who I think is beatable. I think we all might agree on that one, or that he's, at least you can take shots against him there. But Shaz has looked unbelievable. It's not just he's being Country Grammar in the workout morning. I mean, he is like, if they ever let him go, he would like Country Grammar look like a donkey. So, the fact that he's won, he had that amazing maiden special weight win to debut at 6.5 furlongs. He wins again going a mile for Bob Baffert. Forget the Sexton Mile. That's 2 turns at Lone Star. And he wasn't with Bob Baffert, willing to forgive all of that. My big question to you guys is, whether you use him or not, what price realistically is Shaz going to be? Because I'm feeling like an 8-5, 9-5. There's a lot of steam on this horse.
Yeah, I was going to say 8-5. Somich, what do you think?
Yeah, that's the right ballpark. I would say somewhere between let's call it 8-5. Let's give it the 3 for 3 there. He's going to be the favorite. 7-2 is a pipe dream. It's going to be interesting what some other horses in here end up at. I think American Theorem's a little bit interesting. I think Prince Polly Carlo's a little interesting. But no one in here is going to really take a ton of money outside that too. So you're going to probably get sub 2 to 1 on it.
Yeah. The one horse I do worry about is the one that Aaron likes, is Bag Boss.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry, Magic. I hopped in on you there. Shaz is also Jared's pick today. Not an official pick, but he was thinking of leaning towards that one. Of course, Artorias was his pick yesterday, and what a great pick it was. Easy winner there at 5-2. Yeah, I went with Bag Boss. I went with a little bit of a price. The horse just trying stakes for the first time, but it's won 2 allowance races very impressively. So I was pretty happy with Bag Boss at 8-1, but I very much acknowledge that Shaz is the one to beat today. So hopefully for this show, we get that one home at least. And maybe we can just do a straight exacta there with the 2 and the 3. That'd be okay as well. Papa Dude, did you look at Del Mar at all?
Sure. And here's the problem. Magic, with his expertise like it is, everybody's listening to this. The odds just went down tremendously.
That was the problem. Yeah.
You wanted those good odds, Magic. You shouldn't have picked him, and now you did. So you just blew it. So he's Magic's the king of Del Mar. So I've got to go with him, no doubt about it.
And it was a good day at Saratoga, and Derek pops in and says, good job with the double parlay yesterday. Yeah, you guys really did well. You and Jared did well. And the Orioles came through for me. So it was a really good day. Papa Do, we won't mention your pick. So
no.
Let's talk about one.
It was good for the 8th inning,
I know. Yeah, all 3 of your picks this week have looked good until the later innings. Yeah. So, hopefully we change it. All right, let's go one more stakes race. Let's do the San Diego, and then we'll do the baseball picks and get us out of here. So San Diego, it's a good field. Mandaloon ships in. Country Grammar's back. Somich, what did you think of the San Diego?
I thought this was an interesting race. Look, Country Grammar is going to be your favorite. I don't really want to swallow, a 5-2 price, which I think is probably going to go down to probably 7-5 range, maybe even a little bit shorter in this spot. To me, that's just too short. I have a couple questions about Country Grammar coming back from the Middle East, first time off the layup. Like I said, don't want to take a short price there. I'm going to take a little bit of a shot here and take a horse that's kind of up and coming. I like Michael McCarthy when he has horses like these in stakes races. So I'm going to go to the rail. I'm going to go for There Goes Harvard, 5-1. It's a 4-year-old who's been improving. Like the last effort on dirt. I like the fact that we really responded well going from dirt to turf and then back to dirt. We can take one more step forward here. He fits at this level here in this Grade 2 San Diego handicap. Shouldn't have any issue with the distance. And like I said, McCarthy's one of those that wins some of these stakes races with sneaky horses. And I think this is another one that's well placed and should get the right setup. And hopefully a good trip. And maybe we get a nice little 5-1 number home.
All right, Mr. Magic. What do you think about that one?
So what am I still unmuted? Okay, good. One thing I want to note, so There Goes Harvard is almost undefeated on turf. They cross-entered him in the Eddie Reed Stakes on Sunday. I just was checking. They are going to scratch him. It sounds like he's going to run in the San Diego handicap. So be careful that, if he does go to the Eddie Reed, I agree with Mike. I think he's sneaky here. If he goes to the Eddie Reed, he should be a price in that one on Sunday too. So watch out for that. I think this is a race, like I said, you can take shots against. I'm with Mike. I'm taking a big shot against Country Grammar. He just hasn't looked super excited to be back to the racetracks yet. Maybe he's not as super excited to be back with Bob Baffert. Who knows? For me, there's a horse that I've been excited about who I think is very sneaky that you can catch here at a price. The 6 Parnelli is 15-1 on the morning line. He hasn't been this long of an odds since he was a 3-year-old racing on turf still. He's won 2 straight by open lengths, going a mile and a 16th on the dirt at Santa Anita. He's never missed the board in 4 starts at Del Mar. He broke his maiden over this course going a mile. This is a horse that they bought for $500,000, the same connections as Honor AP. They thought that they had another Honor AP type for the Derby Trail. He just wasn't ready to develop. He now, as a 4-year-old, you see what John Sheriff's taking his time with him, developing now. Back-to-back solid efforts with Abel Cedillo in the saddle. And now we get a jockey upgrade to Victor Espinoza, who's Sheriff's top rider right now. I really think the 6 Parnelli, even if he doesn't win, throw him in all of your exotics. This horse is really sneaky.
Oh, man. I would call the cops, but drugs are legal in California now, so I will not call the cops on Magic because they can't arrest him anymore for it. That's a crazy pick. Papa Dude, did you look at San Diego?
I don't have anything to add. The thing I like about Magic so well, he just is so convincing.
He really is.
That's how I got married.
Again, you do 2 shows of them a week and you don't fall for it.
He'll pick these CFL games like he knows what he's talking about. And he just can convince them, But I can't get on Magic because me and him are just not doing very well.
I'm glad that I was sitting on a bed when I fell back on my back when he said Parnelli.
Yeah,
I would have a concussion right now. My phone hit the ceiling. Are you kidding me right now with Parnelli? I can't.
I hope he wins, Magic. That'd be great.
If Parnelli wins, if
Parnelli's top 3, I want you to eat crow. Because I said even if he doesn't win, you have
That's
to put him in
true.
the exotics, and you're acting like I'm crazy.
He did.
You want to do a head-to-head bet? I'll take Senor Buscador against Parnelli.
Oh my God! Please take the bet. I would just love to watch those two go at it. Please take it, Magic. Take the bet.
Well, Casamigos, baby. Let's line it up.
Okay, you're saying you just hyped Parnelli, but you won't take him in a head-to-head against Senor Buscador?
Again, I do 2 shows a week with him. I know how to push the buttons.
And I know not to take it.
All right. Well, listen, this is going to be the most fun race of the day now after this banter back and forth. So I love it. All right, let's do the 2 baseball games real quick, and let's get you guys out of here and get you to the racetrack or wherever you're going to be betting today. Papa Dude, I'll start with you. You're going with the Padres. Tell us why.
I like the pitching matchup again today, although there's a few things that worry me. Number one, I'm in a slump. That's the bad. That's the bad thing. The Twins have lost 3 in a row. They're better than that, so that worries me a little bit. They got killed last night, but the Padres are sending out Joe Musgrove, who's a pretty good pitcher. He's 8-3, made the All-Star team. Was not very good his last time out. In fact, he's been sketchy his last 2 outings. He's due for a good one. He pitches great at home. I just think they're going to win again today. Sonny Gray goes for the Twins. Not bad, but has been shaky, except for the last time out. He pitched pretty good. Previous to that, he's allowed 14 runs in 13 and a third innings. It's on the road. I'm going with the Padres at home, -135, and hope I get out of this rut today.
Hey, well, the Padres are a good team to kind of turn to if you're in a rut. They've had a very good season so far, and they're usually tough. All right. I'll go through quickly as I think everybody's here for horse racing today, so we'll just talk about this one. Look, I hate picking horses on this show, and here's why. I can't figure out the odds that they're going to go off at. Several times I haven't picked horses because I thought they'd be 2-5 and 3-5. They go off at 6-5, and I'm like, damn it. And then I pick one, and it doesn't win, and it's like, well, I had 3 other horses I would have liked to have. But anyway, I'll go with baseball again. Hey, I picked Baltimore yesterday, got the job done. I actually got luck in the 9th inning where you've had terrible luck in the 9th inning. They opened up and won in the top of the 9th. They scored 4 and ended up winning the game. I'll go with them once again. Listen, the Orioles are a good team right now, right? They had a bad start, but they have been fantastic. They've been one of the best teams in baseball the last month. They're playing the terrible, awful, no good Cincinnati Reds. Give me Baltimore again. They were -130 yesterday. They're -110 today. I'll go with them again here, and I'll just relax and watch these races and have fun and not have to sweat them out because I've got the Orioles tonight. So there's my backward logic. All right, guys, let's look at the bets here. I don't have it ready. Hold on. Everybody stand by. There it is. All right, so here are the picks. Papa Dude went with San Diego -135. I went with Baltimore. I did not update that. It's -110 today, not -130. Magic goes to Del Mar. He's going to the Bing Crosby here, and he's going to take Shaz at 7-2 on the morning line. We kind of talked about, though, we're not sure if we'll get that 7-2 price, but there's no doubt that horse is going to be above even money.
Oh, bet him in the
Somich, he's going to the Vanderbilt at Saratoga. Race 8, we're going to 4-2 exact. What are you laughing about, Magic?
He's muted again.
What I like about this graphic, I like the +1.4U on the bottom there. Massive day yesterday, +4.5 units with a 2-1 winner and a 5-2 winner, splitting the baseball side, going for 3 weeks in a row that we're going to make money. And now we got a legit shot here with 2 days left in the week.
Yeah, absolutely. Jared came through big with that 5-2, and that got us going. And yeah, you're right. We're going in here. We need a couple of good days, and like I said, 3 straight profitable days in a row. And that's why you're watching the show. All right, guys, Pat Riley joined us today. Thanks so much, Pat, for joining us. Somich from the track, Papa Dude from Missouri, me from Saratoga. It's time to leave because I got to get where Somich is. So, hey, thanks everybody for joining us, and we will see you tomorrow.